Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Brienne and this is Bres Cozy Corner. Um, name change. I pulled the plug not too long ago on my Instagram and it just felt natural for YouTube to follow suit. Um, if you're new here, I was BresKnits. You'll probably see that all on my channel. I don't plan on changing my thumbnails because that's who I was. I was focused mostly on knitting, and not that I'm not going to be focused on knitting anymore. I just felt like kind of branching out, I guess. And realistically, by branching out, all I really mean is knitting, talking about books once in a while, and also maybe some sewing, maybe some. I'm actually in the process of writing right now my first novel. Well, I wrote my novel already. I finished it in 2024, at the end of 2024, and I am going through the edits now. I'm also going to school for copy editing. Well, I'm getting a certificate in copy editing, and so I kind of just want to talk about some of that too. I thought that'd be really fun. And so BresKnits felt like it no longer fit since I was kind of going a little bit more broad with it, and maybe some vlogs here and there of just like my life, or I don't know, whatever inspires me really. And I do have a Disney pass, so sometimes I might vlog about going to Disney, or like I want to go to a bunch of other events, so I might go ahead and do that. So if you're here for it, if you're here for me, thank you. I love all of you guys. But today I wanted to actually discuss some knitting. So like, I'm not planning on moving away from my knitting videos. I think last year was really hard because of just like our schedule, but now my husband is working a lot on his music and I'm working on freelancing basically. So right now we've like kind of got down a schedule. Before we didn't. And also like raising a toddler boy. It was just a lot. And now that we've kind of come with like a comfortable schedule, I feel really good about like being able to do a little bit more of my creative endeavors, such as doing YouTube more often. So I'm still going to be talking about knitting, and hopefully I can get along a little bit more. I think I got really discouraged last year too, and that's why I kind of wanted to make the shift of like not knitting as much as other people who don't have a toddler, attached at the hip to them right now, or aren't like, trying to follow 5 different career paths or whatever it is. So I got really discouraged, and I got really overwhelmed and kind of like had to take a step back and be like, it's not, you know, it's not a fault of anybody. It's just kind of like the reality of life. So that's why I was like, you know what, maybe if I change it, like change the name, it's like less pressure on myself, and then like I'll feel more comfortable with sharing whatever I'm doing. So I think I've come to that realization, and yeah, so I'm happy with where this is at right now, because it makes me feel a little bit more free and not like boxed into one specific niche. Um, but I wanted to talk about, so this is not a podcast. I'll probably film a podcast after. I wanted to talk about my dream knit list. So I think last year I did a make 9, and then the year before I did like, these are all the knits I want to make. But now, so like when I was younger, I was so into all of the British YouTubers and all these, like even the expats that moved to England or whatever it was. And I loved their capsule wardrobe videos. But I think because I'm still like was still figuring out who I was, I just did not know what my capsule wardrobe would look like. But now I feel like I'm there. So I have now, instead of like a make 9 or whatever it is, because also I feel like my year, like doing a yearly make 9 too was just putting a lot of pressure on me. And if I didn't finish it, I got really just again just more discouraged, and like I just didn't really make me want to knit, and that's not what I want to do. Like I love knitting. I think it's so much fun. I love when I see like constructions come together, that the designers put together, and it looks so beautiful and crisp, and I love it. And I love having like good quality stuff. So now I have my dream knit list, which I can work on throughout the year or work on next year. So it's pretty loosey goosey. So let's just jump into it. I have a list, so it's not really like I do have ideas for patterns, but some of them are not like specific. So let's just jump on into it, okay? Right now we have a cozy creamed cabled pullover. Say that 3 times super fast. So my idea for this one is the Moby sweater. I'm actually making my husband's right now. It's like years in the making. So I don't know how quickly that'll get done, or if it'll be different because I'll actually have an Aran weight or like a worsted weight instead of a DK weight. Okay, we're back. Had to take a break there, but okay. So I think you'll notice, just in general, it seems to be like a trend of going back to like classic silhouettes, classic looks, or like more of that Ralph Lauren look was very popular this past Christmas. But something that I've realized I really enjoy like the look of are cables. I mean, who doesn't like cables as a knitter, right? But even before I was knitting, I did like cables. However, I think the store-bought cabled sweaters kind of fit weird all the time and it felt really lumpy. Um, but knitting the Moby sweater, it is a labor of love, but I think if I made one in a color that I like, which is a cream color, and kind of has like that dark academia look, which I mean, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, but I really do like the looks of like very dark academia. So I want a cream colored cabled pullover. So for me, I already have the Moby sweater pattern, and I do like how it looks, and I like a little bit of that oversized look. So I want to go ahead and do that. That's my dream knit. Another one I have, this one's pretty basic and I can probably get this done in like a couple of months. It's just a basic brown raglan. Now I do have a couple of patterns for this, and one of them I have is the Jessie May Cozy Classic Raglan, and I have a Cozy Classic Raglan Light. I do live in SoCal and it does get warm a lot of the time. Like right now, it's a high of like 79, which I think is like 30 Celsius. No, I think that's crazy. Hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I could probably just like write it when I'm editing, but that's not how I do here. Okay, it's 26 Celsius. So that was kind of close, but yeah, it's January and it was like really cold all last week, which was more like maybe 18 to 20 Celsius. And well, that's cold for us. But it was or like in the like 60s last week, and suddenly we're almost at 80 today. Like that's pretty crazy. But so yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe doing the cozy classic raglan light in a I have a brown cone from Woolly Knit that my husband got me like a couple years ago, and I would like to use it. It's like a really nice beautiful brown color. I don't know the name of the color off the top of my head, so I'm just not going to try right now. Another one that I also have the yarn for and want to knit as like a dream knit, just because I think it's really cute, and like I've been sitting on it since its release because I didn't want it to be like I'm just knitting it for like the trend. I want to knit it because I like it, and it was Northern Augusta's number 4. I think with the color combination that I have in my head, I'm like, okay, yes, I want to knit it now. Because I did like like the sample knit. However, I don't know. Like I want to be able to wear it past like Christmas because I know that it was released as a Christmas pattern. But so I have some Lion brand yarn, the fisherman's wool in like a dark brown, and I have like this beautiful pink in my opinion. And I think it'll look really nice together. And again, just playing with those like natural, neutral, autumnal colors that I really like with like little pops of other colors in there. So I want to lean in more into the colors that I also really like and not just be like, oh, I need to wear colors because like life is boring or like, you know, just for like the dopamine knitting. Like I do want to like is by no means being like I'm restricting myself to these and these only. It's more like these are the ones that if I don't have like a sweater or something to knit on, like I have my list of where I want to go to next because these are what I want in my closet, and I will continue to dopamine knit. There are definitely knits I have in mind for dopamine knitting, but maybe that'll be like another video. But these are stuff I want to lean into for like my classic basic capsule. So that would also be Augustine's number 4 because I think just like the color work isn't like too much, and it's also really, I don't know, it's just like cutesy, girly, like little girly pop, but like girly pop light. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but I hope it makes sense. And another one, so speaking about like my basic, I really love a good brick red, a good burgundy maroon. And it's so crazy because I went to school where I had to wear uniform from like second grade until 8th grade, and our colors were burgundy and khaki, and I hated it so much. But now I've returned and I love those colors so much on me. That and when Sorella released their like New York, I forgot if it was like in collaboration with someone. I think it was a collab collection, but it was the like one of the colors. It's like a brick red, and I bought it with the intention of making an all over cabled brick red sweater. And that specific sweater is my favorite things knitwear's sweater number 15. That one I already know is going to be a labor of love too. Like there's a lot of cables on this list for some reason, but that has been in the back of my mind since I bought that yarn. And now I just like I want it so desperately because I feel like that would be one that'd be really easy to just throw on if I have somewhere that like just in general just being like, okay, I don't want to like put together an outfit. Like I feel like that would just make me feel put together because of how it looks and the color, and I think it would just perfect. I think I might focus on that one first from all of this list, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see where the wind blows me. But anyway, so the next one that I have on my list is an autumnal orange collared shirt, and specifically the Elizabeth blouse. I literally love how I said I don't have specific patterns for these, and I have specific patterns for these. I bought, it was for my birthday. Was it for my birthday? Yeah, it was for my birthday. My husband and I, we went to Pasadena, and there's the Wool House yarn store, and that yarn store is so like it's small but mighty. Like all the yarns in there are so gorgeous. They do have a lot of Sandnes and they have the Isager yarn. And I got like a really nice orange color that I think is gonna look really good on me. And when I bought it, didn't have an idea until later where I was like, oh, this is gonna look really good for this specific shirt. So I've been wanting to knit like a good collared shirt. I know there is the Marco Polo shirt. However, that gauge, I was like, I don't want to do that one. And then I saw Laura. I've been like sitting on it just because then following the Marco Polo, I don't know if like people saw the hype I was getting, that other designers started designing polo shirts in like a lighter weight. So I know My Favorite Things Knitwear has one, but I'm not really too fond of that shape. But then with the Elizabeth blouse, I was like, I do like it, but like I'll wait on that one. I do think it would look good in a navy blue too. I think that's her sample though, so that makes sense. But I saw Laura Penrose make one and it just looks good. It looks fabulous and I love the shape. I love the flow. So I think that would look really nice with that one. I also have down on my list is to do like a cutesy little lace vest, which so these are all like patterns I've been eyeing for a while. I've just never like made them yet. And that's the Vilma top by Gregoria Fiber for that little lace vest. I've had my eye on that just because I feel like for spring, like those like light motifs of lace is just like perfection. And because of the sleeveless look too, it works really well for my climate. um, and I guess another one I have that I really have been thinking about for such a long time too is the Margot top by Gregoria Fibers. So this one would just go under a sleeveless top with like some lace to it. I do, again, this is another one I've just been sitting on because like I like it, but I don't think I found like the right yarn for it because I don't want to make it in wool, like in 100% wool that is, because again, it just gets really hot here. And even with the Sana cardigan by the Crayabea, that one's 100% wool. It's super wash merino, but it still gets like kind of warm. So I wanted to find something else. So I found a bamboo wool blend at my local yarn store, bought it for the intentions of making a Margot top by Gregoria Fibers. Another like dream knit is the Christmas sweater, or a Christmas sweater. I have a couple of pattern ideas for this, and I like the Northern Augustine's number 6. I like her colors. I like all of the colors that she chose. So if I were to knit it, I would knit it exactly to the same color. Or there's the festive yoke pullover, and both of these patterns are on this list because of those twins who knit. Like when they showed theirs, I was like, ah, those are so cute. Like the festive yoke pullover, like I think that looks cute. Knitting for Olive came out with one too, the like holly pullover, and I thought that'd be so cute as like a matching set for me and my son. Maybe one day my husband. I don't know. Like I feel like I gotta make the adult versions first because I feel like that would take me such a long time, and then knit my son's size, but like 2 sizes too big, so that way he has like some time to wear it before I have to make another one. But Christmas sweaters, like matching Christmas sweaters, have been like a dream since my son was born. So like even this, yeah, that just tells you how long I've been making the Moby sweater. My husband asked for a specific color in the Moby sweater, and I made one for my son. I think he wore it when he was like 10 months, and my husband was supposed to be able to wear it with him for like cutesy little father-son moment. And my son is now 2.5. And I haven't finished my husband's Moby sweater, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. So I want to make matching Christmas sweaters eventually. So those are there. I thought I would like the new Augustine's one just because like of the close-ups before she released the pattern, but I don't think that one would be for me. And it's not really like versatile for like my family either. So yeah. Okay, so next on the list is a textured cardigan. So I do have a few ideas here, and another one just entered the chat like a few days ago. Let me write that down too. One of them is the Fennel Seed Jacket by Florence Miller. I think it's like such a nice basic texture that it would be, it wouldn't take too long to knit, but I do like that fennel sea color that she has. Do I think it'll look good on me? I don't know. I feel like it'd have to be more in like a pea shoot green color, but we'll see. Another one is the Beatrix cardigan. I think that one's by Gregoria Fibers. I just remember liking like the overall look of it. And another one is the Dagmar jacket by Petite Knit. And one that just came out was from Lily Kate Makes. It's the Wild or Wilder jacket. I forgot what it was called, to be honest. But the photo shoot she did with her sample, like even the little video for the promo of it, I'm going to be honest with you, is what sold me on that pattern, because that is literally the type of cabled cardigan sweater I had in my mind. Like a little bit of an oversized, cozy look, vibe, what have you. Like, who doesn't love a good cardigan? I love a cardigan. I love a cardigan. I just don't like to knit them. But if it looked like that, like what she has on, sold. I feel like if I did like a nice like oatmeal-y, like cream brown color, or even like a marled, it would be so perfect. It would be perfection. Like it's giving like grandpa cardigan, like your grandpa's cardigan when he was younger, and it's like huge. Like it's just, it's beautiful and I want it. So like maybe the other ones don't stand a chance if I'm being honest, but I think those are just the options I had while I wrote the list. But seeing that new one, I was like, you're gonna be mine for sure. Anyway, okay, so I forgot I also had to write down another dream knit. Another one, speaking of cardigans, it's just a good classic cardigan in a dark green color, very specific. I do have the Maggie cardigan, and I've seen oh my goodness, what is her name? Johanna from the Knut & Cup podcast made a long sleeve version, and that's kind of what sold me on the Maggie cardigan as well. I had thought about the Scarlet, the Eva cardigan by Petite Knit. However, the whatever the one I just said, why can't I think any right now? I had caffeine, I don't know. But so whatever, the Maggie cardigan, that one, like the shape of it overall looks really nice and looks very like again, it's like this tailored look that is very well put. Like I have like between tailored and like cozy oversized, but I think just like that tailored look is what I'm looking for when it comes to a cardigan. And I know I like Petite Knit's patterns. I know I like the gauge. I know I like the fit of a lot of her patterns. So that one's definitely on here. And last but not least on my dream knit list, this is also something that I've seen like a lot of big box stores come out with, but like none of them really satisfy that itch unless it's like a really expensive name brand. And like I probably could justify buying it if it was good quality, but I just want to make it. And that is, I want a dog sweater or a teddy bear sweater. Like I have seen, even my friends just got some from Target with like the little teddy bear on it. Okay, I want a little Scotty dog on mine. I have a very specific dream and vision. I want a dark blue raglan. For some reason, I'm not picturing the Jessie May raglan. I want like a true DK or worsted pattern. So if you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I'm not good at duplicate stitching, so I would probably look at Stitch Fiddle to do like a color work in the center. Like I want it to be like center stage, little doggy, little Scotty doggy, going across the sweater with like a little red collar, because I just think that'd be so cute. Like Yeah, that's definitely like my dream knit. I was thinking about it since like the summer last year. Am I a trendsetter? No. But like, I don't know, like part of me too, like even with Pinterest, I'm like, do I even like what show was it from where they're like, do I even like what I like? Or maybe it was New Girl. I think it was New Girl. Where they're like, do I even like what I like? Or was everything chosen for me? And I'm like, do I like what I like? Or is the algorithm picking for me? I don't know. I think I like what I like. So because I've seen that style of sweater with like a lot of like cottage core or like cozy like winter cottage core looks of like the teddy bear mixed with like layers with the skirt and all that stuff. So I really like that idea of doing the little doggy, the Scotty doggy on. But I need to find the right like base sweater pattern before I try to switch things around. So yeah, so that's it really. That's my dream knit list. Let's hope I get through some of it this year. Okay, that's it for now. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one.